Hey Cancer, it's Ryan with Arrows of Love. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I've done love readings. I got Kay sitting here and I have a new camera set up, so you guys won't necessarily see my face as often, but I want to show the cards and it's just easier for me to do it this way. So today, as always, I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrology and then I'm going to lay 3 cards for you, Cancer, and then 3 cards for your love interest. This is a love forecast. And then 1 card from the Angels Oracle deck as a general message. So, Cancer, I think the big news for you is it's probably more work related, to be honest. At this point, there was a new moon. Moon rules Cancer in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is 6 signs past Cancer, and that has to do with work, conflict, health. So you might be more interested in that right now. But your relationship planet, Saturn, is sitting in the 9th house right now. And the 9th house is a house of the higher mind, education, long distance travel, but it's in the sign of Pisces, so there's an element of illusion, escapism, isolation. So you might be feeling a little bit isolated from your significant other right now, and Pisces is another sign ruled by Jupiter. So this isn't necessarily great for Cancers. And then Mars is in its retrograde phase and it's going to be coming back to Cancer within a few weeks here. So Cancer, you might be feeling pretty irritated, and it could be with past love interests, it could be with work, it could be with both. Maybe there's a love interest at work or something happening at work with a significant other. So those are the general energies right now. It's not necessarily easy stuff because we are completing cycles and we have a lot of retrograde planets right now. So that is what to watch out for right now. Let's see what else. I'm going to pull a card from the Angels Oracle first, Cancer. Mars is going to be in your sign for quite a few months. You're going to be feeling agitated all the way pretty much through April. It's a new conflict, a new area that needs your attention. So be aware of that. All right, first card, Angels Oracle Engagement. Wow. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, so that's actually really great. You know, sometimes the astrology doesn't always get this right either, but maybe you're going through an engagement, you're taking that relationship to the next level. I just want to caution you right now because there's a lot of retrograde planets right now. So if you're planning a wedding, not the worst thing, but you might be rethinking some of the timing of this, etc. Let's get some answers. Let's start pulling from the Tarot, Cancer. This is for you. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for them. All right. Queen of Wands. 3 of Wands. King of Wands. Wow. Okay, so divine counterparts definitely at work here, Cancer. High Priestess. Page of Wands. A lot of Wands energy. And the Devil in the reverse. So let's talk about what's happening here. First card out is always the strongest, and you'll see you have Divine Lovers here. You have 2 court cards of the same suit. So you have the Queen of Wands and you also have the King of Wands. And they're looking at the 3 of Wands in between, waiting for their ships to come in. And they're looking at each other. So that's a good thing, but they're also wondering, you know, what's the next step here? Are we going to take it to this next level? Is it going toward an engagement? You could be looking for a sign here. And these 2 definitely are divine counterparts, right? There's no doubt about that. But there is something in between here. It's a 3. I don't want to say there's a third party situation because that's not really, you know, there's nothing here that indicates that's it. But you're definitely waiting for something to trigger the next level. It's a conversation. could be resources, but that's where you're at, right? This is where your head's at. On the other side here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of Moon, so they're definitely thinking about you. And the other thing here is pomegranates. Could be talking about pregnancy, could be talking about children of some type, because right next to this is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands oftentimes signifies children, fiery communication every once in a while. This could be also secrets. Venus did just make a conjunction with Pluto, which is the planet of secrets, purgation, healing, sometimes betrayals too. And there's a lot of talk here, is the other person keeping a secret? Is the other person thinking about children? The last card out here is the Devil in the reverse. So it's breaking those chains that bind you. And you'll notice here that the Lovers actually appear on this card, but they're chained pretty loosely, and they can break these chains. This is a Satyrian card. This is the card of your significant other. In the reverse, I hope it means they're lightening up a little bit. Capricorn, Saturn, just generally speaking, can be cold, to say the least. So I'm hoping this means they're lightening up. They're allowing the waters and that emotion that you bring, Cancer, to fill them and to grow. So maybe you're having conversations about that, ways in which you can grow this situation, because there could be a pattern here that needs to be let go. Saturn in Pisces, but the reason why I keep talking about Saturn, because the Devil is Saturn, and Saturn is your 7th house ruler of partnerships. In Pisces, they can get weird. They can be having issues with addiction. They can be having issues with alcohol. And you need to have a serious conversation. They might be trying to hide it even. Maybe you're having some serious conversations at home about this, but if that's the hindrance here, if that's what you're waiting for, I would definitely say the time is now. To start addressing those situations, but there's a couple of potentials here. It could be talking about children, what to do with children. If there's something coming up with a child right now that needs your attention, you might be talking about pregnancy, or this could be someone needs to address some addiction issues. But either way, you're looking for that higher commitment, Cancer, and it's going to take the High Priestess to show her secrets and to let the guard down, so to speak. Let's pull a card for an outcome remedy. Okay, so that's a difficult. 5 of Cups is a difficult card to pull as a remedy, even in the reverse. This is a card of depression. This is a card of walking away. It's cups spilled. I keep going back to maybe someone having a little bit of a drinking problem here. That's not for everyone, but someone needs to let something go here. It's an emotional tie that simply just is causing someone to be pretty depressed. So maybe someone's going around in circles on something and having a hard time letting something go. I'm going to pull one more card. Yeah. 6 of Swords is moving to clear water. It's the woman, the child, and the man moving towards something that isn't so rocky. So you're definitely thinking about maybe, is this relationship engagement level material? In my experience, if it's constant work, and relationships are work, don't get me wrong, but if the work is just not paying off, and you're waiting for something else to pop here, chances are you're better off going to those clear waters. Give it some time, though. You're going to be making up your mind over probably the next week. Mercury changes directions on Saturday, so Cancer, just take your time on this one. They need to. I'm getting addiction issues. They need to let something go, and that's what the Devil is all about here. Leave me a comment, drop me a like. I would love to hear how this all works out for you, Cancer. And until next time, take care.